Right, what's up guys? Welcome to day number 6 of the training. Hopefully I don't start forgetting what number it is, but today we have a very special training that's going to be following up on the topics that we have covered in the past 5 days or so. In the past days, I've helped you identify what kind of service you're going to sell. I've given you a lot of homework, so hopefully you already know what kind of price you're going to sell your service for. You've made some research about companies or other businesses that are selling similar products or services, what their ads look like. So the process that we have done so far is more like a brainstorm process, right? Because if you go take action and you have not done your brainstorm, then it won't work. You have to brainstorm first, all right? So today we're gonna be covering how to build a money-producing sales process. Now that you have your service identified, you made your brainstorm, we also wanna brainstorm what the sales process will look like. Now, before I start, I'm gonna put this link over here, SebastianGomezMentoring.com, in case you wanna learn more about this, about everything that we're gonna talk to today. Just go to SebastianGomezMentoring.com. Right, so basically, there are multiple sales processes. There are many types of ways that you can get someone that doesn't know you to learn more about your service and buy from you, right? It's not like it's written on stone. It's not like you have to have this specific page and this specific page, or you have to have this one thing. If not, the sale won't happen. Sometimes closing a sale can be as simple as sending a quick message and telling people to add you on Skype and schedule a call where you present the service. That's a sales process, and it's very effective. Sometimes the most simple sales processes are the ones that make the most money. You don't need 100 landing pages. You don't need a funnel with 12 steps. Sometimes it can be very, very simple. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna show you like different types of sales processes that you can use to sell your own service. And another thing I wanna tell you is that the sales process that you're gonna use depends on what offer you are selling, right? So for instance, if you are selling a funnel building service, right? Then that could be as simple as getting someone to schedule a call with you where you tell them more about what you include in the funnel creation service. But another type of service that you can sell is, let's see, maybe it can be like web design. So in that case, people want to see like visually what kind of work you do, like how your previous clients' websites look or something like that. So maybe in that case, it's better to send them to a landing page or a sales page first, where people can see your previous work, and then they can purchase your website development service. Or maybe if you're selling a Facebook ads course, your sales process is going to start with free Facebook content, and then from there, an opt-in page where you collect the lead, and then a sales page, and then a checkout page. Maybe there's no call there. So it depends, but I'm going to show you different options. So option number 1, this is one of my favorite. This is like my favorite. In fact, this is probably my favorite approach if you're starting out, because it's so simple and it works every single time. So step number 1 is going to be a conversation, right? Step number 1 of the sales process is the conversation. Then from the conversation, so you speak to someone. I'm going to tell you how to do that and everything, but let's say the first step of the sales process is to have a conversation with someone that could potentially become your client. Step number 2 is, in the conversation, you're going to send the people the link to check out a sales page where they can learn more about your service. So basically, it's as simple as telling people, I'm gonna send you this link where you can check out like everything about what it includes and how I can help you. And this sales page is gonna have a headline, like we spoke in the past training, a little video where you explain everything, text, and some bullets, and in the end a button with a call to action that tells people what to do next. And then from there, you're gonna send them to schedule a call. So you can have a page where people can book a call, and you can do this page, you can create a form for people to schedule a call using a software called Schedule Once, all right? So this process is really, really nice because how I was closing, I was closing clients all the time when I was in high school using this process. All I did was I sent like 20, 30 messages per day on Facebook to people, like actual conversations. I was getting on conversations all day. I was providing value in the conversation in this part. I was getting to know what people were struggling with, what they needed help with. And then I told them, look, I'm gonna send you this link where I have more information about the service that I'm providing. So I sent the link, but we kept our conversation going. This was just additional information, right? And then in their free time, maybe tomorrow or the next day or something, they checked out the information, and then from the sales page, if they decided to schedule a call, we would get on a call and I would sell them the service, right? But sometimes when you are going through this sales process, this is not super necessary, right? So this is additional. Because sometimes, like in a conversation, you can be like, hey man, just add me on Skype, let's get on a quick call, and in the call you close the person for your service. So this is like additional, right? But it helps because you have a place, because people always ask like, hey, do you have like a page where you have more information about what you're offering? So you want to have that, right? Or at least like even a PowerPoint or a keynote where you have different slides presenting your service. If you find someone that's interested in a service, right, and they tell you, hey, can you send me more information, like a sales page or a presentation, and you don't have anything, it looks like you're not prepared, right? So you want to put like a page together, a presentation where you send more information. And in this page, where you present more information, you always want to have a call to action. Tell people what to do next. Boom, schedule a call if you want to get started, all right? So that's one type of sales process. A second type of sales process is literally the same, but even more simple. So let's do conversation. And then from the conversation, you're going to tell people, hey man, let's get on a quick, one sec, let me put this with more space. Let's do, so you have a conversation. Then from the conversation, you tell people, hey man, like, just add me on Skype. Let's get on a quick call. I'm not going to charge you for this, and I'm going to see how I can help you out. That's it, right? You don't have to tell them, hey man, let's get on a quick call to sell you something. All you say is, let's get on a quick call to see how I can help you out, to see where you are, to see where you're standing, to see how I can insert myself in the equation, right? It's that simple. So in here, Skype. And on Skype, value, you provide value plus close. I was doing this on high school, literally, conversations. I was probably speaking with 20, 30 people every single day. I was getting people, after I got home, after high school, I was getting on 5 calls easily, and I was just providing so much value that I was easily closing 50% of the calls. I was closing 1, 2 clients per day easily, without even having a landing page, without even having softwares. I was literally just going from conversation to Skype to close, right, on the phone. Now, you don't want to start thinking about, like shady salesman techniques. In my opinion, those techniques no longer work. People want to buy from people they know, like, and trust, people that care. So all you're going to do is you're actually going to care in this call, and then you're going to provide your service as a solution for them, right? You're going to say the price, and hey, you can sign up here. This is where you can send me the money through PayPal. I'll get started right away. That's it. It's super simple. So this is another sales process. Now I want you to remember one thing. Write this down, because this is one of the most important concepts that helped me make real money when I first started. It's conversations equals conversions. Conversations equals conversions. That means that when you have real conversations with people, that increases conversion. When you just want to hide behind your computer and you don't want to speak to anyone and you just want to send them to a checkout page where they enter their credit card and pay, that's not going to happen if they don't know you. If you're new to the internet, you want to have conversations with people to close them, right? I wish I could show you the conversation that I had when I first started. It was so much value for free. It was like I was coaching people for free in a conversation, to the point where people told me, hey man, why are you even doing it? Why are you even doing this? Doesn't make any sense. Like, why are you spending so much time with me, right? So when people actually think that you're crazy for providing so much value, that's when it's super easy to close a sale. So that's what you gotta do. You gotta have like real conversations. Don't even think about the money. I know, of course, you wanna make money, but the last thing you wanna think about right now is making money. You wanna provide as much value in this conversation. So by the time you are here on Skype, by the time you are here that people are here on the sales page or scheduling a call, they're already sold, and you have not even been a salesman, right? They're sold because you provided so much value. Now, sales process number 3, it can become a little bit more complicated, but it can be something like placing an ad on Facebook, sending people to a page where you collect an email, such as opt-in page. So you tell people, hey, enter your email and I'll give you a free strategy session to help you build your first funnel, right? And then in here, it can be like schedule call. Now, so in here, you're giving something over for free. People enter their email address over here, and then you get on a call, and then the same thing, you value and close. You value and close. So I could go ahead and literally write a list of 500 of this, make a list of 500, but I'm not gonna do that. In fact, you don't need 500, you don't even need 10, you don't even need 5, you only need 1 at this point. So what I want you to do is basically, based on your service, identify what is the best way to sell this, okay? So if you're selling, in my opinion, the easiest way to close any sale, regardless of what that is through the phone. Hands down, a phone call is the fastest way to make money. The fastest way, especially when you already provided value to that person, especially when that person already knows you and you're getting on the phone and it's just like a friendly conversation. It's so easy to close a sale in the phone, all right? So I don't want you to think about all these complicated sales processes. I want you to start doing this one over here. And I'm gonna show you kind of like what is the best way to go with conversations, to start conversations, where you can get people to speak to, where you can get leads. And for those of you guys that were expecting me to teach you an automated money machine where you don't have to speak to anyone, I'm sorry, but this is not for you, so you can leave right now. But if you're willing to make money, if you're willing to change your life, if you're willing to apply this stuff that actually helps you and actually provides results, because this is what I did when I first started out. It's not like I watched a YouTube video, now I'm teaching it to you. This is what I did when I first started. It is hands down the best, the fastest, the most effective way to build a 10K a month online business. If you're a beginner, if you have no experience about funnels, if you have no experience about complicated sales process, it's just keeping it simple. You define your service, you define your target audience that we've been speaking about, then you define what is going to be your sales process, conversation, Skype, call, close. That's it. And then you just focus on more conversations, more calls, more closing. Now, if you have a service that's $300, it's easy to charge $300 for any service. Anyone pays $300 like nothing. For you, may be thinking that it's very expensive because maybe you haven't sold anything online, so it looks like expensive. But I'm telling you, $300 is not expensive. It is not expensive on a phone call, right? So you have to get that out of your mind. So if you're selling something for $300, which is very realistic, and you get on 3 calls per day with people, you can easily close 1 per day. That's $9,000 per month, right? So if I tell you right now, if I give you $9,000 per month consistent, are you willing to get on 3 phone calls per day? If your answer is yes, then there's no reason why you shouldn't be doing it. If your answer is no, then you don't really want to make money in that case, right? Because if I'm giving you 9K a month and just in exchange for having 3 calls per day, and you don't want to take that, it's simply you don't want to make money, right? That's just how I think about it. Getting on 3 calls per day is pretty simple, right? I know you can do it. You have the capabilities. If I could do it, and my English is not perfect, and it was even worse before, and I was like 16 years old doing this stuff, and it was working, I'm sure it can work for you too. So having said that, there are many sales processes. I don't want to teach you all of them. It's going to overwhelm you. It's going to be less practical. So just stick to what's proven, stick to what generates the most results without having to do a lot of crazy things. Let's stick to this one. Having conversations with people through DM, inbox, messenger, providing so much value for free that people think you are crazy. When you go through that stage, you tell them, hey, let's get on a quick call, see how I can help you out. Then once you're on Skype, schedule a call. Then on the call, keep providing as much value as you can. And in the end, just tell them, hey, I believe I have a service that can really help you out based on our conversation. Do you mind if I tell you about it? If the answer is yes, you're good to go. You're good to present the service, to tell your price, and to close the sale right there. It's very, very simple. That's, in my opinion, one of the best ways to build this 10K a month online business. It's not an automated money machine, but once you start getting results with this, you can turn on the ads, make it more automated, and basically, leverage your business, scale your business to 20, 30, 50K a month with paid advertisement and a more complicated sales process, which we can talk about later on. Right? Now, if you want to learn more about this stuff, you want my team and I to help you build this sales process, or build a more complicated sales process, or run ads to your sales process, or sit down with you and help you identify what is going to be your offer, what is the best price point, what your offer should include, where to get traffic, how to speak with people, how to close sales, and help you throughout all the process, guys. Go to SebastianGomezMentoring.com, SebastianGomezMentoring.com. I've been doing this for 6-7 years, and literally, if you tell me right now that you have a website development service, or you want to build funnels for clients, or you want to sell copywriting, or you want to manage social media for clients, we have been through all of that 10,000 times. We already failed so many times that we already know what to do in order to get results. So if that sounds like you, if you're someone that wants to go faster, wants to get an unfair competitive advantage, and want to work with people that have already done it, then go to SebastianGomezMentoring.com. We'll be glad to help you out. Apart from that, guys, thanks for watching this training. Homework, think about this sales process. That's it. Think about it, brainstorm, make these little squares and think about it. Find places where you can have conversations, find Facebook groups. This is related to the avatar research. And start learning a little bit more about sales, closing sales. There's a lot of books out there. That's it. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll talk to you in the next training.